Good afternoon, Reclaimers, and welcome to today's episode of DAEMON X Daily. Whether you're a veteran, a rookie, or just happen to be passing by, this is your stop for all things DAEMON X MACHINA up to TITANIC SCION's release. I'm Phantom Z2, this transmission is being recorded on May 21st, 2025 for release on the same day, and today we'll be taking a look at and discussing a few screenshots shared by the official Japanese DAEMON X MACHINA Twitter page that have left some fans concerned. But before that, a quick explanation of where file 06 and 07 were for this past Friday and Monday, May 16th and 19th respectively. Simply put, I was working on videos and art back-to-back for my channel and a t-shirt design that you can pre-order, shameless plug in the description, to the point where I was not managing my sleep well, leading to plenty of headaches. I knew that there would be days when I miss episodes, but to make it stated here, as I wrote in my mission statement back in April, although the name states daily, being one person with a life and other commitments will surely bring hurdles and burnout, leading to posts not literally being daily. At most, it may be best to shoot for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when I can. When an episode is missed, expect it to be stated on the community post tab on my YouTube channel. With that aside, let's get into the real subject matter of this files transmission. On May 19th, the DXM official Japanese Twitter account shared two tweets highlighting a new feature of the game alongside visuals of a customized player outer. From the automated translation provided by Google, it states in the first tweet, "You can hide certain armor pieces. You can now fight with the look you prefer," while showcasing one screenshot highlighting a customized player with white hair and red eyes, which is immediately my type of deal. My persona and main OC have white hair and red eyes. My outer in DAEMON X MACHINA had white hair and red eyes, so if this game features a hairstyle with a ponytail and blind bangs this time around, I will be satisfied immensely. Then, within the second tweet, it states, "It is also possible to create something like a mecha girl," which is also incredibly cool currently with the light grade arsenals that are more like armor anyways. However, it might not look as cool given how bulky the armor is in comparison to your body. But the ability to sport your unique outer in addition to your unique arsenal at the same time is incredibly appreciated. To add, we may have seen this feature earlier while not knowing it. When the game was announced, one of the press images provided was this image of the player character squatting in front of a dog while partially in their light grade arsenal. Either this is also an image showcasing said invisibility feature, or this could be the way you sport your arsenal within bases, but I'm leaning to this just being the former. Now, the reason I'm covering these tweets before any of the other 18 made by the Japanese Twitter account is that this recent sharing has left some fans concerned. I'm no sort of community moderator, nor do I work for Marvelous, so it's not my job to do this. But as someone who looks to continuously raise awareness of DAEMON X MACHINA and its developments to everyone, bystanders and fans, it's something that I want to do. There is something innate within me to want to inform and also encourage more in-depth thinking. With that, we turn to the DAEMON X MACHINA subreddit, as there are concerns and statements by fellow fans that caught my eye that I wanted to discuss. The first being, is this transmogrification? The ability to change the appearance of your equipped gear to a different piece of gear for maximum appearance customization. Think layered armor in Monster Hunter. Now, in the original DAEMON X MACHINA, this was in the game but incredibly limited, such as with the DLC overlay costumes like the prototype outer and arsenal suit. For TITANIC SCION, we also know that this similar exterior customization will be available thanks to the Japanese website highlighting the early purchase bonus of the Bahamut arsenal suit, specifying it as an exterior change. To answer Fastest Ringer's concerns, yes, there is a sort of transmogrification available in TITANIC SCION, but this tweet in question is not about that. This is just about the ability to make individual pieces of your light grade arsenal invisible to show your outer customization. However, whether you can additionally customize between different exterior/layered arsenal designs is not yet known to us. To respond to Capital Structure 999's concerns of being able to tell what the other player is using, assuming this game also includes PvP, I will assume that would also be in the game. If you happen to not touch the multiplayer in the original game, what you may not know is that before heading out onto missions in DAEMON X MACHINA, your teammate's arsenal would appear in the hangar, allowing you to see what arsenal armor and attachments they had equipped on their build. Even when a teammate, or opponent in this instance when it comes to PvP, is wearing a layered/exterior arsenal design, you were still able to see the details of their current arsenal build and equipments and attachments. Now, there is a possibility that they could remove said capability in TITANIC SCION, but I definitely would not understand why they would do something like that if said decision was made. But working within the mindset that this feature is still available in TITANIC SCION, you should be able to see your teammates' arsenal equipments despite them choosing to make it visually invisible during gameplay. Thank you to fellow player Sothis for allowing me to showcase this example through multiplayer on Nintendo Switch. As for the final thing that I wanted to share my thoughts on, some players are turned away from seeing anime waifus or fear of the game being a waifu simulator. I don't necessarily get the criticism, as she's just a customized player character and we have nothing at all showing some sort of Fire Emblem romance path or something of the like. You choose the way that your character looks and what they wear, whether a guy or a girl. So if the choice to play as a girl that has at most an insanely thin waist bothers you, then just don't do that. On that point, I do hope you can customize your outer's physique rather than only the usual physical attributes of hair, eyes, skin, tattoos, and the like. This criticism has only come from a small amount of people within the community, but I still felt it was best to not only acknowledge it, but respond to it. If those that do share that opinion would want to expand on their feelings about it more, they're absolutely welcome to do so, and I'd be more than happy to hear them out. With that said, thank you so much for watching this episode of DAEMON X Daily. See you next time, and stand by for your next transmission.